Alright, you guys should be able to hear me now. I'm going to go ahead and... Hello. Looking up the kinks still. Alright, yep. Alright, I'm going to... get this started. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any intentions she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. The fuck? My echo just went off. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jackson. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it into you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together, make our way to school. As we draw near the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jackson, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. God damn, this is just like me. I was always that one kid in school to like, I'd rather kill myself than join a club. Nice, okay. Here we go. Gotta fix something. I told you already. I'm not. Oh wait, sorry, that's me. I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, this actually sounds just like me. So if I wasn't playing this, I'd probably be watching Death Note right now. It's a little concerning how, accurate this is. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Some signs. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before you know it. I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Eee! Meanie. Learn to commit mass suicide. Sayori is vice principal of the literature club. Joke's on her, I can't read. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm sure 99%. In fact, I'm 99% sure. Third time's a charm, okay? In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. I'll get there. Since she's the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I've been reading this like a fucking book. I just flipped the page and forgot what was on the last page. Oh my lord. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. I already know who voted yeah. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Eh. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Yeah, I gotcha. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Oh wait, fuck, that's me. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Oh no, there's 3 of you guys. Ooh. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Like I always do. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school. What the fuck does that word mean? Sad and depressed. Dispirited. Yep, that's... If I went to the literature club, I'd be the same way. Sayori. Oh, I gotta read the whole thing. And thus, today marks the day. Okay. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Being generally used for third years, classes, and activities. There we go. God, this stream is so far behind. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. I ain't gonna cap, okay? I ain't gonna cap. I don't even remember what I was saying. Now I gotta deal with something. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Fuck. I apologize for the technical difficulties. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Alright, we should be back in business. Thank you to my friend for notifying me of this. And we should be back in business. As my headphones die. Or not die as much as turn off. Alright. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Jackson. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I ain't in the club yet. All words escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I wonder how old they are. Because I ain't trying to cop a case. Just saying. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki. Oh, he's full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. She's gonna have this ooh voice. I don't care what y'all want to say about that. She gonna have the ooh voice. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right! Fuck. What am I doing with my... It's great to see you again, Jackson. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Just like every other girl. Out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Fuck, what? Oh. Great to see you. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Jackson. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one more space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Fucking mint! The whiskers are drawn with icing. And little pieces of chocolate we used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. She's gonna have like, a yes queen. That's good. That's the vibe. Wait, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around, my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is very good. Really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Wait a second. Oh my god. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Yeah, don't worry. The teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I mean that. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoyed the tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. No, Monica. I don't know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Sparkles! And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that... God, I can't read. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention. Like literature. I just got the premise of the game. The games revolved all around literature. Thus meaning I have to read a lot. I should not have bought the game. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow from this club before we graduate. Nice. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Jackson, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Considering how all through high school I didn't read a single book, this is speaking a whole lot to me. Manga? Nah, bro. It's hentai. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Duly noted. That reminds me. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Just like the game is! I can't say that. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, same. I read a horror book once. I'm living it now. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. What book was that? I think it was No. Yeah, it was Doki Doki. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. Really? I would never have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. She has like a very bratty, snobby almost. Like she came from a rich family, but goes to school with commoners. That's the vibe I get from her. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Don't let me remind you how much I have to clean up after you fucking bitch. Sorry. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. You fucking nerd. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is so just as cute as you are. Sayori Sidless up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder. Water. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. No, I don't. I think she's a fucking nerd. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Oh my god, that got fucking dark. Like, not dark, but like, dark. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share her, because she's a scrawny little bitch, and she won't do it herself. Dot, dot, dot. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look... Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically... I'm Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yes! Let's do it! Everyone's got like 12 different voices. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jackson? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's one problem. And that problem is I don't give a diggly dong fuck. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly came forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thoughts. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Jackson! You all? I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? What if... That's it! If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. So it wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a note. Where everyone remember tonight assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Monica looks over at me once more. Jackson, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Mediocre at best. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. See, it's mediocre at best, so I think I'm fine. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean. Hey, Jackson, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? No. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Alright. With that, the two of us depart the clubhouse and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and our crush, Monica! Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow even closer to one of the girls. Yeah, maybe. Alright. I just need to make the best of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will come. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright. Why is it Monica down there jumping around? Sayori, when I hit enter. Yash! Death, Sayori. Yash! Kawaii. I don't know who that would have leaned towards. That actually scares me. That could very well be Yuri or Sayori. I don't think as much as Natsuki. Oh my god, if I find Sayori dead day one, I'm gonna fucking flip. Hi, Jackson. Hi again, Jackson. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. I would have chased you down and murdered you. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I fucked up and I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. Oh, wait, fuck. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jackson. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in the literature club when you're not accustomed to it. Come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan on to just come here and hang with us or what. But if you don't take us serious, then we would see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga? Alright. New poll. This one's actually important. Is it manga or manga? That's all I'm saying. Manga? Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jackson always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Okay, I thought people would like finish voting, and I was like, manga or manga? I think it's manga. All right, I'm not the only one. Okay, that's good. Jackson always. Oh wait, he helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room's so messy it's distracting. Just like my will to live is out the window. And you almost set your house on fire once. Manga? Mahanga? Because that's how it's pronounced in Japanese. Manga. Manga. Okay. Is that so? Songs, just Monica. Who the fuck is hand lotion? I'm honestly... You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Jackson can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Song, Just Monica reminds me of something. Well, I'm gonna... let me actually get the music in. Alright. Alright. Alright, so yeah, you guys can hear the music. Song Just Monica. Yep. I just stubbed my toes. Old bottle of lotion. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Hey, thank you, man. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, why's your heart empty? Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Just put smiles on it, anywhere you want. Just nobody likes me, everybody hates me. It makes me want to feel someone. Jump in Cadillac, yeah, let's put some miles on it. Indeed, I will. Does that help? It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Two bros chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart 'cause it's not gay. Alright. Oh, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a Glock. Welcome to America, bitch. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This bitch blushing harder than, me after taking a shit. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. No, I won't. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Rexon, I think you might want to go see a dermatologist. Because that's the type of doctor you need to go see. Or maybe just the ER. Because lotion's not food. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Thanks, Silver. Gastroenterologist. Well, lotion's got to be good for something. Might be the soul. Meanwhile, Natsuka's rummaging around in the closet, probably hiding her manga. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Alright. My homemade chili might include lotion. I ain't going to confirm or deny this allegation. But lotion's just really good. I mean, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks a glance at me. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Definitely showing this. I'm definitely a certified lotion eater and OSHA violator. But that's off topic, okay? Okay. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Bro, I don't even think I have a book in my entire room. I'm playing a game about books, and I don't even think I got one in my room. I got a mask. Thanks, COVID. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh no. I've been a naughty dog. Don't put me in the pound. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, though. That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I'm not going to the crate, okay? I might go to the basket, but not the crate, okay? The crate, too many flashbacks, alright? Gun, blah, blah, blah. He will. Ah, I see. There's something... No, I need to read that. Fuck. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. As in, like, next month, maybe? I ain't a basketball yet. I'm plump. I'm just not orange yet. I'm like a stage 3 out of 4 on turning into a basketball. I've already got the spherical shape. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, I like that. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. The stages of turning into a basketball right there. You first become a full-fledged human. Then you shrink down a bit. Become a spherical shape. And then you get sprayed orange. And if you don't agree, that's because you can't handle the truth. But as soon as she does, so her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship in her life. Starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? I was gonna say intense. You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. We got a threat level silver. It's time to call in the reinforcements. I like my comment sections better than the fucking game. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jackson? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Let's commit arson. It's just... Oh, wait. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to play in the chat. They challenge you to look at life forms as strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals. Or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided mortal interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. This when you hit him with the "Oh well." Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books or writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Here, I'll hit you with the arara. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's... Oh no. I didn't do that, I'm sorry. I for sure as hell am an anime girl. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright. It's fine. If I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to yours. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or something. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. He got timed out from a mod. For spam, I would say. They would be removed once the timer's up. Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay, he's still here. I'm ending this poll. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and remove him from timeout if I can. I'm sorry, Rexon.
Rexon, I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Alright, I'm gonna wait for him to get back before I continue. Alright, I'll do some ASMR. Hey, it's been a while. So, when was the last time you drank some water? I feel bad for Rexon. Rexion. Isn't that like 5 minutes? Yep, that's 5 minutes. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right here. When was this? Alright, his timeout should be almost up. I hope. I feel really bad for it. I was trying to undo his timeout. You know, hold on. I got the best thing I can do. There we go. Don't worry. I timed out the time outer. Rexazone. Ah. I timed out the time outer. Give her 5 minutes, she'll be back. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Yes, Silver is in timeout. Oh, god damn it. Put this on me. She'll be able to talk in 3 minutes. This has been the best stream I've ever had. I'll tell you that now. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So, sorry. I was just... Yuri, you're really apologizing a lot, don't you? Yeah, I do. I don't really mean to. I'm gonna fucking... She's being a sussy baka. I really don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's right up against... I'm sorry. I slide up against... I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's. Then hold my book more between the two of us. I suppose so. Yuri timid close her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way. So instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn pages. He was in the background. Did you look at my dress? Then he hears oof as someone is flying. I did not know I could do this. God damn it, Silver. Here. Woo! Damn that view. She got a creeper up here. Aw, man. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Hi, welcome back, Silver. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddled even closer than before. I don't know. I still feel like that's a good 6 inches. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over as Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. Oh, God. I look up and she's looking at me like, Ara ara. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn. If by my own volition. Cheese on the corner of my vision. Ara ara. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Got a problem with that? Arara. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of resembles you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also seems. She also second guesses all the things that she says and does. She's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they seem. Oh my lord, I can play this on controller. But they. Huh? But they seem kind of a remnants of sorts of your mannerism. I see. I'm playing this on controller now. I didn't. Oh, hold up. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Jackson, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing. What? That you think that? Hold on, what did I miss? Oh. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What you saying, host? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if I haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my own bag. Myself, and I, we're all acting like Yuri hasn't read the book like 100 different times. In 100% preparation of this. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. This is an odd number of us. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a Bow notebook. That don't surprise me. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri would reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I think I'm going to start with Monica. Alright, who should I start with? I'll wait for your guys' answers. Charizard! Alright, well, Alright, Monica it is. I should start with Monica. Yes, see. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, God. Yesterday she seemed ginger. Sorry. I seem well. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem. I want her to know I'm putting in the effort.
Hi, Jackson. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything,
If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better.
I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways.
Alright.
Kiopdi.
Anyways, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Hey, Rex. I think your favorite letter is Y. Because you said that twice. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Jackson. We're all embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past
Soon.
Yeah,
that's true. I had Monica my poem.
Great job, Jackson. I was going to say, in my head while reading. Really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put some effort in.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when the readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. God damn! It's just an emoji. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Go on, skip it. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, God. Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. I think that was fucking dark. What do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. This kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing words between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. That was the inspiration behind that one? Uh, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say things. Say that I had some sort of epi- epiphany recently. It's been influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany? An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up for later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Bye, bitch. Alright, who should I go for next? Alright, so I'm getting one for Sayori and one for anyone but Sayori. I got one for Natsuki and Sayori. Lotion. Your call. And if you say, Yuri, well, I'm gonna roll a die. Alright, Sayori it is. Ah, the vote. Alright, after Sayori, we'll do Natsuki and then Yuri for last. Is that fair? I don't think this game has meaning in general.
This this is a good poem, Jackson. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his free time.
I guess you're right.
Lotion! God damn it. Alright, remember, I got a chat delay. Oh, fuck. Whew. Her eyes are way too far apart. Oh, no, I don't think it matters the order you pick them in. Well, as the teacher, I think you should get. Never mind. Never mind.
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of a club now.
Yeet the cat into the other room. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Jackson. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she is part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori is literally like a 12-year-old kid when they're writing. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel good. Feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast.
Uh-oh.
Will. I'm shy, Will.
I'm sorry.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Oh, man, we got someone else. Alright. Yeah. English stream again. Nah, wait. You thought an actual girl was talking. Hey, it's all good if you want to leave, man. I don't know Russian. I had to Google Translate the first thing you said. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm going to write the best poem ever. I'm gonna be honest, man. I have no idea. I've been playing this for damn near 2 hours straight. It's the first poem act. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Hell yeah, I'll be a voice actor. Alright, time to get my spoiled little brat. Here. I love how there's 9 full pages where I'm only using one. Jackson, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe? That you're actually put some effort into this? Yeah, I poured my heart and soul into this. I put my heart and soul into this. Oh no. Oh, that's why. I fucked with the settings, sorry. Do you... Alright, I'll go back through this. I'm sorry. It's the second time this happened. Because it switched scenes. Alright, everyone good? I'm not that too concerned about him saying that stuff. We all good now? Alright.
Jackson, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What do you expect me to believe? That you actually put some effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put some effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I'll tell you what, to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. I thought earlier he said he was 14. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyways, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'd probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. No, I don't. That shit was slew.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing serious.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on your wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Time for my favorite. Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri's face covers her. Yuri first covers her mouth, but at the end covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metaphors indicate you've been writing a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time writing, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their styles very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit it to fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read Italian. Ghost into the light. The tendril of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the feast of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Claims. Alright. If you guys want to read it, you can pause it. I don't know how to read Italian.
I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
Say that again. I don't know how to fucking read that. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Yeah, it was.
But it took you a long time to read.
That's because I'm illiterate. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghost Yuris?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Jackson.
Really? I must have totally missed the plot.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express...
I don't know how to read.
Can often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than that than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolistic compared to a ghost, lingering in her past, remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Jackson.
Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Atsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of papers sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Atsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Atsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jackson did too. So, based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jackson liked my poem too, you know. He even told me that he was impressed by it.
Oh, hello. Natsuki suddenly stand up.
oh, I didn't realize that you were invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Jackson appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
You... is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jackson started showing up.
Natsuki?
Natsuki, that was a little
This doesn't involve you. Wait. This doesn't involve you.
This doesn't involve you.
I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Yeah. I'm gonna head out.
Jackson, she's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. Or was that efficient? Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Excuse me. Explain that to her, Jackson.
Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only an unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jackson?
Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think. So, of course, what's it gonna be? Natsuki, Yuri, or help me say Yuri. I'm taking this to chat. Alright, we got one for the Sayori option. What about the Yuri and Natsuki from the other two? I have no remembrance if one of them dies after this. Let's... Natsuki? Maybe? Maybe not? Yuri. You're really talented. Oh. Alright. Hey, look at where we're at. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, up. Drying up any word I had in my mouth. So instead of turning to Yuri, but your expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah. Everyone's fighting and it's making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you're making your friend feel like this? Jax! Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to involve for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up bitch she's being. I had to. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. My voice hurts from that voice.
So why are we fighting?
Because.
Well. Also, that's cute, and therefore there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri, your boobs are the same as they always were.
You gonna go leave Rex and be right back?
Big and beautiful.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is Vice Principal, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead. But sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. That makes two of us. Oh, wait, that makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was lots of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, but mostly.
Jackson, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, let's do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Jackson, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I've spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it, though. Sayori, what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
You mean between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phil, you know, Jackson, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club.
In the club going up on a Tuesday.
But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future looks like. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Alright. I want to say that's going to do it for the night. It's a good 2 hour, 20-minute stream. We just have someone else join. Give me a second. I might continue this. Hold on, it's not bedtime just yet. I'm checking on my mod. Oh. Alright. We can go for an hour more, maybe? I'll go until my mod deems me that they're tired. Alright. Alright. That was a lot of Yuri right there. I think I think that really did it for Yuri. I think that pushed it over. You know what? I'll be right back. No, I gotta water my veg actually. Just got my water. Nah, I'm good. I got myself a water. I gotta get used to this anyways. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here. Comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Jack, old Jack. They knew him in 1812 for being a super soldier. This is the most people I've ever had in this stream.
Hi, Jackson.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you anyways.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks. Hey, you can't kill a super soldier. That's against the Geneva Convention.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option.
What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Gladiators were first created in 64 AD. I didn't even notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her books, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Jackson to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough repetition. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ah! I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That... There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows. Oh wait, don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told me you guys. She was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What the fuck? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow, what was that? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Retribution? Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes one big bite. Shh. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over there, over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat behind Natsuki and wraps her arms.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of hers. Suddenly, Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Sayori and Natsuki's cookie.
Hey, did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometime. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's not true. Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry I'm super late. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense.
You would have at least heard the bell ring, at least.
I must not have heard it. I was practicing piano.
piano. I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Hanukkah.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn the piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'll also look forward to it. That's so. In that case, I won't let you down, Jackson. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapades. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Alright. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book than the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yeah, well, yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelves, the kind with a filter inside. What, a Beretta?
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher, and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm gonna plug this in the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not?
Shall we?
Shall we go then?
Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was gonna get some tea, so... I still don't realize how weird it is to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's...
Monica, please, mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell... Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Jackson in club activities?
My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go, Jackson.
Yuri quickly exit the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri?
I just sometimes... Some things about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people. It's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Jackson, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower to a hurricane. No. Would you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Jackson, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyways, yeah? Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Jackson, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. So? I was letting it show. And you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyways. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Jackson. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Jackson, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regular. So I did my best to manage. Is that so? It's because of her kakuna. I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of my chesticles. Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while eating. Yeah, yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sayori Candy Radar. Coconut is making biscuits. I repeat, Coconut is making... Silver, what does that mean? I did not say that. I said chesticles. I take it since it go well with tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer together. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. Hey, you're done. No, you're done. Not yet. I have used all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I relax a bit. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the page. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. You know what? Fuck this game sometimes. Definitely. I love this. Has it been 2 hours? Or has it been an hour? No, we still got about 40 minutes before it's been an hour. Or 30 minutes, I should say. She holds it so that I don't have to any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate. I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply hurts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I? Yuri looks at me like she needs confirmation of what just happened. Jackson? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to turn to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that Even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her beat. Or to her breath, sorry. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my finger. Okay, everyone. What? Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Jackson, you can help Yuri put away her tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Spell is abruptly broken. God, this is about to turn PG-13, 18 plus, sorry. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolate. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. Alright, see you, Rex. I hope you have a great night. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright. Who should I share my poem to first? Yuri it is, I guess. Let's see what you've written for us today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Jackson, this might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try it, giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she thinks. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe you. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why.
Anyways, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Motherfucker! We all know I can't read Italian. Give me a second. Do that shit. Do that shit. Do. Alright, I'm gonna edit something real quick on my stream. I don't know, I haven't read it yet. No. No. Alright. Little Easter egg. You see how there's all 4 characters here. Monica, Natsuki, Sayori, and Yuri. Silver? Silver. I will unmod you. Oh, Rex left, remember? I won't unmod you. But, yeah. We got all 4 characters right now. Minute. I can go ahead and remove that. Here in a minute when someone kerblunks. We'll see the difference.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my windows. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies. As an unordinary human, I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. Holy shit, fuck, I'm not reading all that. I'm an asshole sometimes. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. A lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. I don't know how to read Italian. Also, there was way too fucking much. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can find something in the files. Oh no, our table. It's broken. From me and Silver, yeah. Alright, I can't find anything. So I'll just keep the local files open. I'll keep the character shit open. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions to them. Yeah, if I had to, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Jackson? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Jackson. That's exaggerating a little bit.
just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that.
It's nothing really. Lily smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seemed to disappear. Alright, time for Sayori.
Ooh, I like this one, Jackson. It has some nice feeling in it.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday?
Let me think.
I am a girl.
I don't know.
Shut the fuck up. I could be.
I guess I like them both.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works.
Then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind.
Oh my. Fanfics next week. Well, whatever.
Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad?
I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice rainbow, a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that was unexpectedly poetic.
Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Jackson. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside them with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put it in a bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my finger goes. Like exploring a dark cave, disclosing the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelves could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in comes my friend. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Fuck. I think I summed that up, basically. Fuck. God damn, that was deep as fuck. Sayori, did you really write that?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it.
Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this app. I hope you keep it up.
Yay! Writing's the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. That's what we like to call a pro gamer move. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys take this one. I just fucking freestyled. Natsuki it is. Alright.
Well, I can admit that is better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort.
That's good.
But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden.
Don't tell me. Y- You're not. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? Keep your voice down.
You know, Yuri would love this ingesty.
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean,
Y-
she looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though. Through what I did is beyond me.
I'm so done with you.
Asks she shoves her poem. I handed her back to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really a girl I was trying to impress in the first place. I don't even get to read her. I pissed her off. Well, I wonder who's next. I'll let you guys vote. Hell yeah. We'll go for the chair. Hold on.
Hi again, Jackson. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you can come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica.
Alright. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering if you've been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style.
I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She likes a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her.
You completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyways.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors. They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cataphone of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop, violent, creating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Hold on. It's even more abstract than the last one.
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper, choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote those lines, like really short, makes it feel like I'm trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical experience of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
You never know when you might change your mind, or something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
Well, that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations,
Sayori.
Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing...
Performing?
Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
I sound like a fucking dolphin. Sayori's, who's been coloring a poster, holds up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start pulling those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poem with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot for them to recite their poem out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry.
But I still think we should give it our best.
We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place?
I know you do. I know we all do.
And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem,
then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sarah and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine.
I guess I'll have to get it over with.
Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glanced around the room, around everyone's exceptional face.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club seriously is going to be the death of me.
Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want to see each of you choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica? This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebooks to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is
The Way They Fly.
Monica begins reciting. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sarah looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes their recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. The poem is called... Yuri anxiously gazes at all of us. You can do it, Yuri.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called...
After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort as Yuri gets... I am just gliding past this. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into a work. Her quivering words transformed into short syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we got caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next in.
Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one is called My Meadows. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori?
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do this so easily? Try not to think of it as you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finished and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Jackson liked it.
I guess that was,
I guess it was a good sign.
what does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Siri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Uh-huh. I don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Jackson. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Jackson lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what I read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I start my podium. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your ability and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. Well, why are you looking at me like that? Because you're presenting. Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthusiastic, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. What's that? That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sakes of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Jackson. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I'll come with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, lots have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with the words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Fuck. What's the choice, guys? What is the choice? One will... Oh, God. Pick Sayori. What do you think, Lotion? I have no idea. I don't remember. I think regardless of what I pick, someone will die. Does that influence your choice? Regardless, alright, I'm gonna pick Sayori. Sayori? Or at least think how did you for Yuri? Yeah, but she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Jackson. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that'll never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to hit save right here. I'm going to drop my Discord. Doki Doki.
I can't even get my Discord to open. Silver, can you drop the... Oh, there it is. Never mind. That's my Discord. This is going to be my outro. Don't be a hater. See you later. Yeah, to join, you just click the link.